X TV. Check it out. Cops show up, and today is their last day on the job. Sometimes it just doesn't go the way they thought. And we know that many times police officers take a lot of lives. Listen, I'm not against police officers, but I'm against a lot of these killings that have been happening. And when there's no accountability. But these videos that we're going to bring up, I'm telling you, man, these are videos that I'm surprised I got. I'm surprised they're out there. You are going to be shocked on these videos. You need to watch this, especially towards the end. We have some bangers. I am shocked that they allowed these ones to even be out. Let's check it out, chat. Live right here.
Every call could be their last. Behind every badge is a person ready to face danger so others don't have to. These are the real stories of officers who answered the call, but never made it home. Number 1. On April 22, 2023, Robbinsville Township Police Officer Connor Bowl was assisting a stranded motorist on a busy roadway. The driver's car had broken down. Officer Bowl was helping push the disabled vehicle into a nearby parking lot to clear traffic.
See this one-way sign right there? There's a parking lot right there. We're going to push you right into there.
These are shocking footage that they let out.
Struck in an instant. As the officer
And they
and the
get
driver pushed the car forward.
worse and worse, or better.
Passat, traveling at high speed, failed to move over and struck Officer Bowl. The impact threw him onto the hood of the car before he fell to the ground. The driver of the vehicle never stopped and fled the scene, leaving the injured officer behind as his patrol car lights continued flashing across the roadway.
That was crazy, Chad. I've never seen anything like that, man.
Emergency units arrived within minutes. Officer Bowl was found with a broken leg, multiple facial cuts, and a concussion. He was transported to a nearby hospital. Investigators quickly identified the suspect as 52-year-old
Get
Rachel
my
Black.
fan on.
She was arrested and charged with leaving the scene of an accident, careless driving, and failing to change lanes for an emergency vehicle. Case number 2. It was just after midnight on May 9, 2023, when an Illinois State Police trooper noticed a vehicle stranded on the shoulder of the interstate. Believing it to be a simple motorist assist, the officer stopped to help.
There's no reason to lie to us when we're just trying to help. The only thing I was trying to do is help. You guys could have been long down the road, probably 15.
See, here we go again. See, this is always the narrative. How many of you have, and I'm sure it's out there, but on the side of the road, 2 deputies standing there, and he's telling you, I was only here to help. Come on. How many have ever felt like, you know what, man, police officers, thank you, man, for your help, man. Thanks for changing that tire for me. You know what? Thanks for pulling over and just rolling up your sleeves and just, it's never like that. They pulled over and they have one thing that they want to bust you. They want to put you in jail. They want to take away your rights. They want to take away your freedoms. I mean, they've been. I'm telling you, man, America is in a pickle right now with police departments because they're starting to act like, and I'm serious. Like the neo Nazis started all in the beginning. They used to arrest people just off the streets, man. And they started taking everybody's rights away. I mean, I've never seen it like this before. I grew up in the 80s and it was never like this. Police never hassled us. Man, we would be kicking back. They wouldn't even kick back with us. We'd be in parking lots with our cars, listening to music, blah, blah, blah. Cops never harassed us. Once in a great while, they pull over and say, hey, you guys okay? Yeah, okay, yeah, all right, bye. And majority of us never went to jail. And we could have went to jail because a lot of us were out there drinking, doing stuff. It just wasn't like that. Today, oh no, yeah, you're going to jail if you're holding a can. I remember police just saying, throw it away and get out of here. That's it. That's all it was.
20 minutes ago down the road, if you would have just said, here's my ID, and been done, right? It would have solved so much. But you guys have. No, he's going back.
Okay, here we go with the ID. I'm telling you, man, ID is like crack to them. The only time you have to ID is on a traffic stop. If you're the driver and you're on a traffic stop, that's it. If you're not the driver, you don't have to ID. You're not even the driver. You're not even part of it. So police, they have this thing that if I ask you, you can ask all day long. Other than a traffic stop, I don't have to give it to you unless you suspect me of a crime or committing a crime, and you have to articulate that crime. Bottom line.
It adds.
The driver appeared nervous and gave conflicting answers about his identity. The trooper remained calm and began running a background check. Moments later, the results came back. The man was identified as 23-year-old Brandon Griffin, wanted nationwide for felony weapons charges. His wife, 31-year-old Christine Santos, was sitting in the passenger seat.
Let me go check it real quick, Brandon.
These cops are slipping.
All right. Hey, Brandon. Hey, how you doing? All right. I want to have you turn around for a minute. All right. No, I'm Brandon. Not going in cuffs. Brandon, we're not doing this. Listen to me. Hey, Brandon, not. We're done. I'm not going in cuffs. Hey, Brandon. We're done. Stop. No! Brandon. No! Stop. Brandon. What? Stop. If you don't stop, I'm adding charges to you. You're going to get extra charges.
So what? If I'm going to jail, let's go to jail then.
All right, Brandon, we're done. We're done. Stop. Stop resisting. Brandon, Christine, stay out of the car. Do it. Christine, stay out. What are you doing?
When officers moved in to take Griffin into custody, he suddenly resisted and reached for a gun. Within seconds, the quiet night turned into chaos. Gunfire erupted, striking the trooper and forcing his partner to take cover before returning fire.
Stop it! Oh, he's got a gun! Got a gun! Run! They're going up to the feet. Shots fired! Shots fired! Suspect! Officer shot! Officer shot!
Radio traffic filled the air as backup units rushed to the scene. Griffin was fatally shot, and his wife was quickly detained without incident. Case 3. On December 2nd, 2023,
Man.
a Houston Police Department sergeant was conducting surveillance on a suspect wanted for multiple burglaries and an aggravated assault. The suspect had been on the run for several days, and officers were determined to bring him in. The sergeant located the suspect's vehicle near a business and began monitoring from a distance. As he repositioned his patrol unit along Harwin Drive, the suspect suddenly launched a violent ambush.
He drove right up on the guy, man.
Gunfire erupted. Multiple rounds struck the sergeant's patrol car, hitting him in the arms and legs. Despite his injuries, he managed to exit the vehicle and return fire, striking the suspect before collapsing beside his unit.
Guys, I got shot. Come over here, I got shot.
Backup officers raced to the scene within minutes and immediately began first aid. One bullet had been stopped by the sergeant's ballistic vest, preventing a fatal wound. His quick response and protective gear will likely save his life.
Tourniquet, my right arm. I got you, Sarge. All right, I shot him. He went southbound. Hey, get on the radio and listen. Black hoodie, and gray khaki pants. Black hoodie, gray khaki pants. He's been shot.
Meanwhile, other units established a perimeter and began searching for the suspect, who had fled on foot. Moments later, officers discovered him lying behind a nearby business, still armed and unresponsive. Medical teams attempted CPR, but the suspect was pronounced dead at the scene. Case 4. On September 18, 2024, Houston Police Department patrol officers responded to a home invasion in progress. The suspects had gained entry by posing as food delivery drivers and were holding the homeowner's daughter and her 2 young sons hostage.
Wow.
A neighbor noticed the suspicious activity and immediately called 911. Within minutes, officers arrived at the scene and began clearing the home. What seemed like a standard response quickly turned into a chaotic and violent encounter.
This guy just walks right in, man. Dude got some guts, man. This is the bravest cop I ever seen.
As officers moved through the residence, one of them was suddenly ambushed. Multiple shots were fired, striking Officer Derry in the leg. Despite his injuries, he tried to return to cover while his partner, Officer Marks, moved in to secure the scene and detain one of the suspects.
Oh my God. Screaming like a baby, man. Shut up, man. Cover your partner, dude. Why does he keep screaming, man? Like a baby, jeez.
The suspect who opened fire, later identified as Raymond Perez, fled the house as backup units arrived. Officers immediately set up a perimeter and began a search of the surrounding area. Moments later, they spotted Perez attempting to hide behind a parked car in a nearby driveway.
Get down! Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground!
Get on the ground. Get down. This guy can't even speak English, man. Where are they at, man?
He was quickly taken into custody without further resistance. 2 additional suspects, Michael Perez and Garcia Chavez, were also arrested, both facing multiple felony charges, including aggravated robbery and aggravated assault. Number 5. It was around 3 a.m. on May 3rd, 2024, when a Belle Isle police officer, Zachary Matthews, conducted a traffic stop on a pickup truck towing a trailer with a broken light. At first, everything appeared calm.
Come on, guys. Broken tail light.
He handed over his documents without issue.
Yeah, no, but I need your ID. You should just call me over here for it. No, I was talking to the other gentleman, Mr. Wilson, or Wilkinson. Officer Matthews? I think that's his name. Yeah. I'm going to take in your ID. Let me get your ID. You okay, man? The light's way over there, and it's like... My eye is very sensitive. Your eyes are very sensitive? Eye is very sensitive. Okay, to what? To light? Yes. Okay, because the light is over there, and you're still like this. You don't understand how sensitive it is. My eyes are supposed to be at 15 or 20 every guy. Okay. My eyes swell up to 89. Oh, okay. And it's still above normal. Gotcha. So that light irritates. So even if the light's not in your eye, I'm being as cordial. Yeah, so am I. Yeah, I'm asking you a simple question. Even if the light's not in your eye, it bothers you? Even if it's not directly in the eye, it's very sensitive. Okay.
Officer Matthews and his partner ran a routine check, quickly identifying the driver as 38-year-old Carlos Jerome Miller. During the stop, both officers noticed the strong smell of marijuana coming from the vehicle. When they attempted to
Man, they use this. Listen, guys, I don't care what anybody says. Marijuana is legal now in 90% of America. This thing about I smell marijuana gives them the right to pull you out of the car, to get a dog. Now he got pulled over for a tail light. You can't change that. You can't just be like, oh, it's no, whatever they tell you you got pulled over for, they have like 15 minutes now to write you a ticket and to get you out of there. If they make you wait any longer than an hour for a dog to get there or anything like that, that's against your Fourth Amendment rights. That's why you ask him, what'd you pull me over for? You have to make sure he tells you that. Why'd you pull me over? This is what I pulled you over for. Your tail light. Boom. Okay, cool. That's it. That's where it starts, right from there. The minute he tells you, he has 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most to get you up and out of there.
Miller, the situation escalated suddenly.
All right, Carlos. All right, boss. So I have you step out with me, okay? Well, I'm not asking right now, okay? So I smell the odor of burnt cannabis in this vehicle. I've had it confirmed by another officer. Stop reaching. No one's reaching for nothing, sir. Okay, I'm telling you. May you just call a supervisor, please, sir? Right now, sir. No, sir. Carlos, this is illegal, sir. I'm asking you. Sir, this is illegal. What you're doing to me is illegal, sir. What you're doing to me is illegal. Carlos, stop reaching. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Stop.
It is illegal. It's illegal what they're doing. But he should just get out and sue him.
In an instant, the driver became violent, struggling with the officers and trying to escape. During the struggle, Officer Matthews fell to the ground and was caught beneath the moving trailer. The heavy load rolled over his lower body before coming to a stop. Although the incident lasted only seconds, the impact caused severe injuries. The suspect, Carlos Jerome Miller, was charged with aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest, possession of drugs, and possession of a firearm. If convicted, he faces several years in prison. Their bravery will never be forgotten. If you believe their stories deserve to be heard, hit like and share so more people remember the hero.
Okay, chat. I got something for you. I had saved some stuff for you guys.
Every call could be their last. Behind every badge is a person ready to face death.
Okay, here we go, chat. We're gonna get you. I want to get you guys into. Okay, chat. I am showing you. We're going to our next video. This is what we call double down video day, which is on Friday. Double down Friday. Listen, check this out. I'm telling you, we are showing tapes that I never knew even existed. We are showing you the bomb diggity diggity. I'm telling you, I have never seen police officers release like the most graphic times ever. Police officers, usually they don't show that stuff. You just hear about it, like what happened to them, how they were killed. But they are I found these tapes and saved them, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to bring these out. These are some of the most violent criminal assaults on police officers ever caught on tape. Dang. Holy moly.
Home of the wildest dash cams police chase on the internet. It all started in
Wow.
a small town in Luna County, El Paso,
My
Texas.
God.
What seemed like just another quiet day turned into a living nightmare. Police traffic officers were doing what they do best.
Yeah.
Vehicle checks.
Yeah, we know what they
It
do.
was a typical scene. Drivers pulled over, documents checked.
Right, chat? We know what police officers do, unfortunately.
Little did they know, today was going to be anything but typical.
Let's try it up here.
Gonna be on I-10, eastbound at a month old 101. Oh, tip tag 0527 Edward Paul. It's gonna be a white Chevy pickup, one import. Can't tell what state the tip tag's out of.
Officer Jarrett, with his usual calm demeanor, approached a white pickup truck that had just been flagged down for a standard check. He smiled, his hand outstretched, ready to greet the driver.
Afternoon, sir. My name is Darren Jarrett. I'm with New Mexico State Police. Reason for the stop is your window tints a little too dark.
Oh my gosh, bro. Come on, man.
Or if you want to roll down the window more. Yeah. I know you got TIM tags. You got registration for the vehicle? I'll need registration and driver's license as well.
But in the blink of an eye, everything changed.
So see, this cop pulls him over for tent, right? He don't know what you have to measure the tent. So when they pull you over for tent, that's like a bogus stop because they don't know if it's too dark until they test it. And a lot of these cops, they'll pull you over for I pull you over for your tent, and then they try what they call fishing. They try to go on. Oh well, I know it's this now, and I know he just mentioned two other things. He's fishing on this stop, and you can't do that. If you pull me over for a tent, we're dealing with the tent, nothing else. Nothing else. They cannot expand the stop for any other reason than what you got pulled over for. Because if that's the case, every time someone got pulled over, they could just make up something. Oh, and they do it. Smell weed in your car. I smell this. I smell that. Or I see this. Or I notice something on your dash. I notice. Come on, man. You pull me over for a tent. Let's deal with the tent. You know what I'm saying? Now they can do whatever they want by breaking the law, but when you take them to court, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose because they have to. They, you know, it's just it's a real shaky, rocky thing. But let's see here what really happens.
The driver, later identified as Cueva, reached under his seat and pulled out a gun. In an instant, Officer Jerry had realized the danger, but it was already too late. Without warning, Cueva aimed the gun directly at him and fired. The shot rang out, and Officer Jerry had collapsed.
Man, just let it play, man.
His life taken by a
Be quiet, man.
Hey, real quick.
This was a dumb move. I would have been like, all right, wait, leave that on the seat.
For my safety. All right, hold on. All right, let's go to my vehicle, okay? Come on.
He didn't have no chance, man. Point blank, man.
The officers surrounding
Man. I don't condone violence, but the minute he seen that rifle, I would have said, leave it on the seat or the floorboard, step away from the truck. I would have drew my gun. I would have said, step away, back up, come over here, and I would have been ready. This guy wasn't ready. He just said, okay, bring it over here, blah blah blah. Blah. Are you kidding me? He and then he was told to stop this guy for different reasons. So he knew he was wanted guy. So he really was slipping. He was slipping bad, bro. For some reason, cops think that it ain't gonna happen to them. They think they can, and I'm gonna be another thing. That's why I tell man, cops need to chill out, man, pushing people and taking advantage. People break, man. People in society break. You don't know what people are dealing with, and you want to try to get on the good side of people every time you pull someone over because you don't know where that person is mentally, especially this day of age. And you're out there by yourself on a freeway, and you're the one that is on has to figure things out. Man, does this guy have a gun? You don't know if he has a gun. You don't know you don't know what he has. So you're always got to be up on things. This guy wasn't.
the area were left in shock. No one saw it coming.
Terrible.
Routine check, the kind that happens every day, had just turned into an ambush.
Terrible.
Officer Jarriett was down, and the others froze for a moment, unsure.
He's gone. He's gone.
Then, without a second thought, Cueva slammed his foot on the gas and sped off.
He's gone.
The truck careened down the interstate, heading east toward Las Cruces. The
He's
police
gone.
officers didn't hesitate for a second. They abandoned their traffic duties, hopped into their patrol vehicles, and gave chase. They couldn't let him get away. Not after what he had just done. Did he shoot at him? Let's stop this guy, man. We gotta stop him. Let's just shoot. Let's shoot at him. Let's shoot at him.
This cop said, "No, man, let's just shoot at him." He didn't say, "Let's pull him over." He said, "Nah, man, we just need to shoot at him, man. We need, you know what he's saying? We just need to kill him, man." I'm telling you, man, cops don't care, bro. Cops, they get to commit murder and they know it. Did you hear what he just said? No, we need to shoot him, man. I wouldn't even talk like that over there. You gotta stop this guy, but man, they don't even know what happened. They don't know what happened yet. Nobody's even said anything. They don't know if that cop's dead or if that cop's alive. They don't know. All they know is that there was a shootout. That's all they know. And that's what he said. Was he shot? Did he shoot at him? Yeah, he shot at him. Okay, all right. Well. And so what's he say? Yeah, no. Guy goes, we need to pull him over. No, we need to shoot at him. We don't need to pull him over. We need to shoot at him.
We gotta shoot through his windshield. Spiking's not gonna do nothing, bro.
See? Don't even do his spikes. Just shoot at him.
Truck to its limits, racing through the streets at dangerous speeds. He wasn't going to stop. He wasn't even trying to outrun the cops. He was trying to escape, no matter the cost.
That cop's probably right, though. I hate to say it, this guy ain't playing.
15 miles into the pursuit, the police were gaining ground. But then, something unexpected happened. Cueva pulled over, not to surrender, but to continue the fight.
Ooh, told you this guy wasn't playing.
And aimed it straight at the officers.
Ooh.
A terrifying standoff began. The sound of gunfire filled the air as Cueva opened fire, sending a barrage of bullets toward the police. The officers, caught off guard, had no choice but to return fire. It was chaos. Gunshots, speeding vehicles, and officers ducking for cover. It was everything but a routine traffic stop.
Woo! Oh, he's let loose. Oh, that's bullets hitting. That's him shooting back now.
Cueva wasn't done. Realizing that he was outgunned, he quickly jumped back into his truck and took off again, speeding down the road. The police were relentless. They couldn't stop now, not after what had just happened. The chase was still on.
My God.
By now, multiple law enforcement agencies had joined the pursuit. U.S. Border Patrol, Sheriff's Departments, and City Police all joined the chase.
Now, Border Patrol don't play. Border Patrol don't play.
As the chase neared Las
They see
Cruces,
action
the police
all the
had to act
time.
fast. They deployed spike strips to disable the truck's tires, but Cueva didn't slow down. He drove on, even with one of the tires shredded. He was willing to do anything to escape the law.
430 on 10-4,
Man.
my unit.
Copy. Shots fired at your unit. 4.
Missed him.
Got his flight.
In a final attempt to end the pursuit, the Las Cruces officer used a pursuit intervention technique, ramming the truck off the road. The truck finally came to a halt, and the officers knew this was their last chance to stop it.
Ooh. Are they shooting at the as he's coming? Man.
49, he slumped over. After he shot, he slumped over. They're getting closer to Avenida. It's the exit. Still eastbound.
What?
I can't see him anymore.
What's happening?
Still slumped over towards the right. We're coming to Avenida Mesilla.
Cueva jumped out of the truck, gun in hand, ready to fight. He pointed his weapon at the officers. The next sound everyone heard was the unmistakable crack of gunfire. Officers scrambled for cover, taking quick, calculated positions. The tension was palpable. Everyone knew this was the final showdown.
Ooh. Oh, oh, he got him. Man, that dude is not playing. Ooh. Reload, baby.
Shots rang out in quick succession. Cueva was fighting for his life, but the officers weren't backing down. They returned fire with precision. It was a standoff like no other. And then, just as quickly as it started, everything went quiet. Cueva stopped shooting. His body went still. He had been hit, and it was over. The threat had been neutralized. He was dead at the scene.
Oh, shut up, lady. Look at your hands. He's dead. Oh, these cops are dumb, man.
During the firefight, one Las Cruces officer was injured, but fortunately, the officer was quickly taken to the hospital and treated. Officer Jarriett, however, was not so lucky. He lost his life that day, leaving behind 3 young children, with another on the way. Officer Jarrett had given everything, including his life, to protect his community. Now, just when you thought things couldn't get more intense, we move on to another unbelievable moment that cost a policewoman her job. It was May 29th, 2018, when Officer Brindley Blood responded to a routine traffic call. What she didn't know was that this call would turn into a situation that would change her life forever. She arrived to find Officer Ian McCann struggling to arrest a driver named Alara Lewis. Lewis had been driving that sunny day when he was pulled over.
Hello, sir. Good. I'm Officer McCann, Lawrence Police Department. The reason I stopped you not wearing your seatbelt, okay?
At first, Lewis hesitated, but eventually stopped. Officer McCann approached, and that's when things took a turn for the worse. Lewis, clearly upset, argued with the officer. He was furious, claiming that he hadn't done anything wrong. Officer McCann explained that he was being stopped for a seatbelt violation, but Lewis wasn't having it.
Hey, man. Stop.
I'm moving my family homeless. I'm trying to go to fucking work at 6. You gonna stop me for a fucking seatbelt?
Yes, sir.
McCann asked for Lewis's driver's license to issue a ticket, but Lewis refused.
Hey, but I'm not going to stand out here and have court with you and have an argument with you on the side of the road. I need your driver's license and your insurance card. If you give me that, I will get you your citation. I will get you on your way. You'll be out of here in 5 minutes or less. And you can go pick up your kids, and you can go move your family, and you can go do the things that you need to do.
Things quickly escalated. McCann tried to force Lewis out of the car, and a physical altercation ensued. Officer Blood arrived at the scene just as things were getting heated. Seeing McCann struggling, Officer Blood rushed to help. She opened the passenger door, trying to reason with Lewis, but he wasn't listening. He was ready for a fight.
Step out. Give me your hands. Step out. Hey, don't make
Don't talk to me. I want to talk to your motherfucker.
Get out of the car. You get out of the car.
I'm gonna knock you in your mother.
Get out of the car.
I'm not getting out this car.
Get out of the car.
I'm not. Get out of. Please stop, man. You messing up my kids' stuff. Please.
In a desperate attempt to escape, Lewis punched McCann and broke free from his grip. Now, it was a full-blown brawl, and Officer Blood, seeing her colleague in trouble, grabbed her weapon. But in the chaos, she pulled out her pistol instead of her taser. She fired, hitting Lewis. Realizing what had just happened, Officer Blood screamed, "I shot him!" It was a moment of panic and regret. Lewis was quickly rushed to the hospital, treated, and charged with multiple offenses. Officer Blood was charged with battery. She explained that she meant to use her stun gun, but the damage had already been done. The mistake cost her more than just a few sleepless nights. It cost her her job. The following year, Officer Blood resigned from the force. And just when you think it couldn't get crazier, we bring you the most intense shootout we've seen yet. At exactly 12:30 p.m.,
here we go,
police
chat.
officer in Decatur, Georgia, pulled over a man named Jamote O'Neal. The officer had reason.
So see, Chad, what we just seen on this last one, this cop committed murder. It wasn't an accident. She pulled her gun out, straight up put it in his head or his back and shot him. Lucky he not committed murder. Lucky he lived. But if that was him and would have shot a cop, he'd be 25 years or 10 years, 15 years. If the cop lived, he would have, got 20 years or 15 years. This is where police need to be held that much more accountable because they are given a gun. They are trusted with weapons. They need to be that much more held accountable. When they make mistakes like this, they need that much more. The accountability needs to come down harder, and that will stop having police officers feel like, oh, okay, I'll get suspended or I'll lose my job. But you know what? I don't like this dude. I'm going to shoot him. I believe that cops just, if you shoot somebody, you're not going to go to jail. You're going to, especially if you're fighting with this guy. They know when they can do what they can do and get away with. And majority of them get away with murder. They get away with this stuff. But I'm going to tell you what has changed the game. Body cams and YouTube, baby. YouTube is changing the game. YouTube is changing the narrative. YouTube is changing the narrative 110%. It's holding them 100% accountable. And I bow down to those that are out there, that are fighting for our rights, that are out there, fighting for our Fourth Amendment rights, there are Fifth Amendment, Seventh Amendment, for our constitutional rights. Because I'm going to tell you, it's so important that accountability comes to the forefront of every police station in America. And I guarantee relationships will begin to be built when laws are followed. The laws that they're upholding, that they're following themselves.
Believed that O'Neill was in possession of firearms.
Show me your hands, buddy. Okay, show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
And their suspicions
right there, see?
O'Neill had not.
That's escalating a situation. You walk up and say, hey, how you doing? Da-da. Oh, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands, buddy. Let me see your hand. Like, hey, man, how you doing today? Walk up and be nice, man. I don't get these cops, man.
One, but two guns. One was under his seat, and the other was in his hand.
People have guns.
It's under his head. Do not move. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Do not move. Get out of the car. Do not move. Do not move.
They're escalating it. They're escalating it.
As the officer
What are they freaking out for? People have guns.
pulled out his gun and shot Officer Whitmer. The officer fell to the ground, wounded. Officer Bowman approached, but a bullet narrowly missed his head. Whitmer, now on the ground, tried to fight for his life.
Quit touching me. Stop.
The Decatur police quickly returned fire, shooting at O'Neill. Whitmer, wounded but not willing to give up, cleared his jammed pistol and fired back. He emptied his magazine into O'Neill, determined to stop him at all costs.
See, this cop right here, he has no problem with just emptying it. Bah, bah, bah. Yeah, he was shot at. Okay, we get it. These cops showed up with this, I think, intent, this narrative, because they were just so, let me see your hand. Let me see. Instead, it's like, hey, I notice you have a gun. Okay, we'll make sure you not. Oh, here's a gun. Put your hands. People have guns and people have license for guns. So find out what's going on. Okay, I notice you got two guns, sir. Why do you have two guns? Talk. They went from 0 to 100, screaming, and yeah, there's no reason for that, man. No reason. If someone's got two guns, why are you gonna escalate the situation? I mean, I know he wants to go home. I want to go home. I'm sure the guy in the car wants to go home. So either party wants to escalate it. Because now, let's be honest. Because if that person wanted to shoot the cops, he could have made. He would have jumped out. Right when that guy walked up, he would have shot him. Pa pa. Right? He would have ambushed him. He didn't do that. Because that's not what he was tripping. But this cop, the minute he's seen the gun, which he probably made made it so the cops could see the gun. They screamed and yelled, "Gun, gun, gun, gun! Put your hands up!" There's no need for all that, man. There's no need for that. And this is what it leads to: shootings.
O'Neill was dead. 4 officers had fired at him, and the police later confirmed the deadly exchange. Officer Whitmer and Officer Bowman were both injured, but are now recovering. The last incident is shocking beyond imagination. How could a kid steal an SUV and lead the police on a chase? At 12:13 p.m. on September 12, 2021, Doña Ana County deputies were called to respond to reports of a reckless driver in a blue-gray SUV near Las Cruces, New Mexico, approximately 46 miles north of El Paso, Texas. The driver, a 12-year-old boy, was tearing through traffic, swerving into other lanes, and driving
12 years old? My God.
When officers attempted to pull the vehicle over, the young driver slammed the accelerator and fled, initiating a high-speed chase. The boy raced through streets.
Hit those comments, chat.
Highway exit ramps,
what do you think so far? Woo! That's a 12-year-old driving. Check this kid out.
As the pursuit intensified, the suspect picked up 3 other minors in a parking lot. Soon jumped out of the moving SUV and sped on. The child, determined to escape, kept pushing the limits of speed and maneuverability.
Oh!
However, his luck ran out when the SUV collided head-on with another vehicle on a one-way street, ending the chase. The 12-year-old was unharmed in the crash, but the driver of the other car, who had children in the vehicle, was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Wow. 12 years old, Chad. 12 years old.
In the aftermath of the crash, officers found a 9mm handgun and ammunition inside the SUV, along with the child who was carrying bullet casings and bullets on his person. It was revealed that the young driver already had an outstanding felony warrant for conspiracy to commit car burglary.
What?
These stories teach us anything. It's that policing is not a scripted drama. It's raw, intense, and often chaotic.
Whoa, Chad. I'm telling you, man. Double Down Friday, man. It gets wild. You got to spread the word, man. Double Down Friday. This is the way we do it, Chad. We doing it big up in here, man. I mean, this is just the way it is, man. It's the way we do it. Let's see. Let's see what we got here, chat. I got one more for you, chat, and we're gonna go ahead and we might have to just do this one for you, man. I might have to do this one for you, chat. Get ready, chat. Double Down Friday, baby.
2021. Houston police.
Get ready, Double Down Friday again.
The mission was clear. Serve a high-risk arrest warrant. The
Friday, double down.
Dion Leday, a repeat offender with an extensive criminal history.
Ma'am, where's Dion? Is he awake? Dion, step out here. Is he awake? Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, step out here. Okay. Dion, step on out here. You got to take care of some warrants.
The officers assigned were from the Major Offenders Division, experienced, tactical. They knew the risks, but this was their job. By 7:30 a.m., they were in position outside Leday's residence.
Dion, it's Houston police. You need to step out here.
Officer William Bill Jeffrey led the approach. At 54 years old, he was a veteran with more than 30 years on the force. At his side was Sergeant Michael Vance, standing just a few steps back for support.
You got eyes on him?
No, I do not see.
Is he on the side?
Can you step out and use some
Is he on the side? Is he upstairs?
That's me.
Supposed to be right here.
Dion.
Body camera footage shows Officer Jeffrey knocking on the front door.
Man, why are they
Calm,
right in front of the door? They
Jeffrey
teach you
explained
not
they
to
had a
do
warrant
that.
for Lee Day and
Stand
asked
to
if
the
he was
side.
inside.
Stand to the side. These cops should be standing to the
For a
side.
brief moment, everything looked routine.
They got their head in the doorway. That's a big no-no.
Dion, use some police. You need to step out here.
But then the door cracked open again, and chaos erupted.
Yeah, he's got. I would have stepped to the side. Once he disappeared like that, boom, there it is. There it is. Man, come on, Chad. This guy was right there, disappeared. Hey, come to the door. Come to the door. Come on, man. Come on, Chad. These cops should have known better, man. You stand, and first of all, police 101 is that when you do a door knock, you never stand in front of the door. You always stand to the right or to the left, whatever, left or right. And then there's bricks right there. So you want to stand right, you want to stand by the bricks. Because if anyone comes out, you're serving a warrant. When you're serving a warrant, you always want to be to the left or to the right. And most of the time, and if you look at those two walls, right, the walls on the outside of the house, it was built with brick. So they have more cover behind brick. They were standing right in front of the doorway, sticking their heads in like this. And they're like, "Where's he at? Where's he at? Hey, man, where you at, man? Hey, come on, come to the front, man. Hey, what's going?" And he ain't answering them. He's not saying that. Right then and there, I would have said, "All right, go to the side, guys. Go to the side. Come out." They did nothing to. And then there's a third guy, as the other two guys are standing in the doorway. He comes right behind them with his head, sticking his head in between them, like that is not policing 101. That is completely against their training. They tell you anytime you do a door knock, you never stand in front of a door because you do not know who's on the other side of that door. Doors do not stop bullets. They don't stop bullets. Bottom line. Look at this, chat. Now watch. Watch how they both go up to that door mark. There he goes. Sticks his head in there.
Body camera footage shows Officer Jeffrey.
Now this guy's gonna walk up.
A woman answered, calm, composed. Jeffrey explained they had a warrant for Lee Day and asked if he was inside. The woman was escorted out. For a brief moment, everything looked routine.
That is not routine.
Dion, use some police. You need to step out here.
It's like the 10th time he said that.
But then the door cracked open again, and chaos erupted.
There he goes, sticking his head in. Look at this. Look at down goes the guy in the blue. This guy just got shot 3 or 4 times. Yeah, the big guy got shot 3 or 4 times. You see bullets bounce off him.
Point blank range. The sound of rapid gunshots filled the entryway. Officer Jeffrey, standing directly in front of the doorway, was hit immediately.
Immediately.
Dropped him where he stood.
Dion, it's Houston police.
And he's a big dude. Bam. All of them dropped. That's what saved this guy. He went off to the side of.
Sergeant Vance.
See, he's a little bit to the left. That's what saved him. These two guys
crawled away from the line of fire. His voice could be heard on the footage.
He's still getting shot. See those bullets hitting right there, right on that wall? Bullets are flying. They got pistols. Pistols.
Officers scrambled for cover as bullets ripped through the entryway. They returned fire in controlled bursts, pushing back against the day's barrage. The air filled with shouting, gunfire,
man,
and desperate calls of officers
that was
trying to take control
terrible.
of the situation.
Terrible policing, 101.
The body cameras recorded it all. Jeffrey lying motionless near the doorway.
Terrible,
Vance
man.
fighting to stay conscious as fellow officers rushed to pull
and
him
that
out.
guy's 33 years. He got comfortable, man. See, they have their guns out, but guns don't stop other guns from shooting. they don't. It's whoever gets off the shot first. And he obviously got the shot off first.
The day kept shooting until he was fatally struck in the exchange. Officers pressed forward, weapons raised, securing the residence and neutralizing the threat.
And these cops are just shooting in there, man. You can't see them.
What began as a warrant service had exploded into a violent firefight, and the cameras captured the exact moment everything changed. Case number 2. On May 29, 2025, Chicago police officers were on patrol. It started as a simple investigatory stop. Nothing unusual, just routine.
Routine. I hate when they say that. They're punching you.
As soon as officers approached, Fairrang bolted, took off running. The chase began instantly, weaving through streets and alleys as officers shouted for him to stop.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
The pursuit didn't last long. Officers closed the distance and tried to bring him down. Commands rang out. Stop. Get on the ground. But Fairrang kept fighting. The struggle erupted as they wrestled to get control.
Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Stop!
Then it happened. A single shot cracked through the scuffle. An officer went down, clutching his leg. He had been hit. In the chaos, another officer drew and fired, striking Fairrang. The entire
these guys,
shifted
man.
from a foot chase to a life or death fight in seconds.
I'm trying to...
Backup swarmed in. The wounded officer was pulled out of the struggle. Despite the pain, he was still alert, still conscious, giving quick updates as fellow officers moved to secure the scene.
Yeah.
Paramedics rushed in to stabilize him on the spot.
256-380, got one offender down, got one weapon recovered. Timestamp for the tourniquet squad.
Meanwhile, Fairrang lay on the ground. Officers recovered a gun near him. Proof of just how quickly things had spiraled from a simple stop to an armed confrontation.
Hey, I shot him right here, bro. I shot him in the head, bro. He had a shot.
The officer who was shot was transported to the hospital, treated, and released later that day. Fairrang, however, was pronounced dead after being taken from the scene. It all unfolded in a matter of moments. A 19-year-old running from police, a foot chase, a sudden burst of violence, and a split-second decision that changed everything.
Yep. Come on,
Case
chat.
3.
What
On
you
May
think?
10th, 2021, at about 5 p.m., San Luis Obispo police officers arrived at an apartment complex on Camellia Court. They weren't there by chance. They were serving a search warrant for 35-year-old Edward Gueron, a a man suspected in a string of late-night commercial burglaries that had rattled the city over the past week.
Police department, search warrant, open the door, we're gonna force entry.
The operation was by the book. 6 officers in total. They knocked. They announced. They followed California's knock and notice rule, making it clear they were law enforcement and that they had legal grounds to enter. But silence hung in the air. No answer. No movement. Minutes passed, tension building with every second. Then, with no
Here we
response from
go.
inside, officers forced the door open.
Okay, chat. So here we go again, chat. Police 101. We have a window here. We got cops in the window, and we got cops staying at the door. These cops should be over here. This guy can see everybody's shadow. Bottom line. And if he's dangerous and he's a felon and he ain't going in without a fight, these guys are looking to go to the hospital or to die, because you never stand at a door when you do a door knock, and when you're doing a felony warrant, you never stand at the door or in front of a window. Doors and windows are easy access for people, for bullets, for whatever. They can throw something at you, and anything. They can shoot an arrow at you. Comment, chat. Come on, comment. Comments. There we stand in front of the door. He's sticking his head in the door.
Good work, come out here.
That's when it happened.
He's sticking his head in the door. This guy with the gray hat. Oh! That was one shot.
The first shot rang out almost instantly. Huron hadn't been asleep or caught off guard. He had been waiting, laying in ambush. His weapon was already aimed at the entryway.
He was waiting.
Shots fired, shots fired.
The bullet struck Detective Luca Benedetti, a veteran officer standing at the point of entry. He went down immediately. The body camera footage doesn't show the exact moment. The department chose to redact it, replacing the impact with a black square on the screen.
It took his head off,
But the
probably.
sound, the sudden eruption of gunfire, made it clear what had taken place.
Yeah, and that's a rifle. If that's a rifle, that thing took half the back of his head off. He's gone. By the grace of God, he's still alive. That you don't.
Officers scrambled for cover. The narrow entryway became a death trap as multiple rounds came from inside the
See,
apartment.
it was a death trap.
Flashlights flickered across the hallway. Shouts filled the air.
That's the first thing I said.
Commands to return fire, to fall back, to find cover.
Now they're downstairs. What is he shooting at? What is he shooting at?
Huron stayed concealed, firing from his position deep inside. The officers outside the door tried to see where he was, but the angle and darkness made it nearly impossible. Each time they moved, more shots came out.
This cop is shooting at a building when there's apartments on the. What? He's just shooting because he probably hasn't shot his gun ever. Let's be honest. Ain't nobody standing out there. He's shooting into an apartment 50 yards away, 25 yards away, whatever, 30 yards, 40 yards away. He's not shooting because he sees somebody, or his sons and his wife could be in the room hiding. I don't get it.
Are you okay, Steve? Hit in the head and arm.
The gunfight wasn't long, but it was intense. Dozens of rounds were exchanged in those seconds. Bullets cracked into walls and door frames, echoing through the apartment building. For the officers, there was no time to think, only react.
God, man, it's crazy.
At one point, Iran's position went quiet. Officers used that brief pause to regroup and drag one of their own to safety. Benedetti had been hit badly. His fellow officers pulled him away from the line of fire while others kept their weapons trained on the doorway, anticipating another volley.
I think so. He came out, he pointed his gun at me.
Ooh, he even came out at him.
Inside, Iran remained out of sight. Officers outside braced for the possibility that he might push forward, that he might try to take them all down before they could respond. The exchange continued in bursts, short silences, then sudden explosions of gunfire. Each time, officers ducked lower, firing back toward the apartment, still unable to see their suspect clearly. The standoff reached a breaking point, with the entryway too dangerous to push forward and Iran unwilling to come out. The operation shifted from an arrest attempt to a desperate fight for survival. By then, the entire block had become a crime scene. Residents had scattered. Officers from across the city rushed to reinforce the perimeter. What had started as a simple warrant service had turned into one of the most violent confrontations the San Luis Obispo Police Department had ever faced. Case number 4. On the night of October 21st, 2015,
they ever faced.
Albuquerque police officer Daniel Webster pulled over a motorcyclist near Central Avenue in Eubank. It was supposed to be a routine traffic stop.
Hands up. Get your hands up. Hands up.
Here we go. Now, I don't know what it is with motorcycles. I seen one time a cop get out of his car, run up and tackle the guy. And he says, the reason I tackled you is because most of the time you guys drive off. Are you kidding me? So anytime you pull over a motorcycle guy, you don't tell him, you just stop behind them, get out and jump on him? Like that makes no sense. Secondly, this cop throws out his gun on this guy for what? For a traffic ticket?
That motorcyclist was 35-year-old David Lyman, a convicted felon, a man with a lengthy criminal record, including more than a decade behind bars for a manslaughter conviction back in 2001. To the officers on scene, he was just another traffic stop. But in reality, the situation was about to turn into something far more dangerous.
This is how I control you. Hands behind your back.
See?
Lean forward.
You see what he's saying? Because he's on a motorcycle, this is how I control you. It makes no sense. So they escalate a situation into almost like a felony stop. They're acting like it's a felony stop when they pulled him over for a traffic violation. I mean, if this guy would have just let it go and took it to court, that it would have been a lawsuit and a half.
Get your hands on your head now.
Video released more than a year later shows the stop unfold in detail. Webster approaches Lyman and issues commands, telling him to put his hands up. Not once, not twice, but 3 separate times. On the surface, it looks like compliance is coming. But when Webster moves in to cuff him, things change quickly. Webster gets one of Lyman's hands restrained, the left hand, but the right never leaves his side. Lyman complains of pain, twisting and shouting, claiming that something is wrong. It looks like resistance, but it also feels unpredictable, like he is stalling for time.
No, you need to stay right there. Oh, sorry. Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand. step it up. He's 1 to 32.
He's 1 to
In
32.
an instant, it happens. At point blank range, with one hand still cuffed, Lyman pulls a gun and fires. 4 shots ring out almost immediately, followed by 2 more. The close distance leaves Webster no chance to react. The body camera records the chaos, and Webster's own voice breaks through the sound of gunfire as he calls out on his radio. Shots fired.
You mess with them, man. You mess with
City
them.
is thrown into high alert. A 4-hour manhunt begins. Patrol units flood the streets. Surveillance video captures the sheer scale of the response. Helicopters scan from above. Ground units search every alley and street corner, and officers close in on a small shed where they believe Lyman is hiding. When they finally surround it, the fugitive is taken into custody. Inside interrogation rooms later, cameras show another side of the suspect. Lyman is calm, almost detached. As task force agents take his DNA, he remarks that it should already be on file. Then, without prompting, he begins to speak. He tells officers that he is sorry, that if they ever see Webster's family, they should let them know he regrets what happened. He insists he does not even remember pulling the trigger, saying the moment feels like a blur. Number 5. On February 4th, 2021, New Mexico State Police.
We've seen that one on our other video chat. Listen, this was Double Down Friday. We're going to get this out, baby. We love you guys. Listen, chat, hit the comments. Let us know what you feel about Double Down Friday. We are going to bring you fresh, new stuff every Friday, and we're going to bring you the hard-hitting, double-pack videos right here on Big Rev's Reacts TV. You're going to love it. Things are moving. Subscribe. Get behind us. We're trying to build us, man. As we say, join the movement. And that movement is a family. Our first 250. We are going to get behind you guys that sign up this next 2 months. We're going to get, and we're going to have something very special for you. So listen, get behind the movement. Let us know that you subscribe so we can get you guys' name, get you guys' information. We love you guys, man. And listen, man, once again, we did a double banger on Fridays. We love you. Ring that bell. Somebody say, ring that bell. Ring that bell. Love you guys, man. We're going to do this again. This week, we're going to be dropping some other.